Welcome to lecture module on interference part 2. Myself Dr. Shahanshah Haider Abdi from Department of Physics, Babu Banarsi Das, National Institute of Technology and Management, Lucknow. In the previous lecture, I had taught about coherent sources of light, interference of light, interference in thin film of uniform thickness by reflected light and by transmitted light, and prove that the reflected light case and transmitted light cases are complementary to each other. Then colors in thin film, colors in thick film, and lastly an excessive thin film appears dark in reflected light. In the following lecture, I will discuss about the necessity of an extended source in thin film interference, interference due to wedge shaped thin film means film of variable thickness, derivation for path difference between interfering rays, nature of interference fringes in wedge shaped film, fringe width in wedge shaped thin film, interference color pattern on the surface of the soap bubble, and determination of the wedge angle theta enclosed between two plane surfaces. So, I will start with the necessity of an extended source in thin film. When a narrow source of light will incident on a thin film, for each incident ray we get parallel set of interfering rays. These parallel set of interfering rays diverge widely in the field of view, as retina size of the retina of our eye is limited. So, light reflected from a small part of the thin film enters in our eyes means we can visualize only a small part of the thin film. When we use broad source or extended source, broad source contains so many narrow sources. Light coming from narrow sources from different positions of a broad source will incident at different angle, and these reflected ray will enter in our eyes place suitably, means when we use a broad source, the whole film can be seen at a glance. That is why for a interference in thin film we use extended source or broad source of light. Our next topic which is in our curriculum is interference in wedge shaped thin film. So, first what is wedge shaped film or thin of variable thickness? Wedge shaped film means when two planes are inclined at some small angle. Two planes are inclined at some angle theta. This angle theta is called angle of wedge or simply wedge. Enclosing transparent material of refractive index mu. Wedge shape film means when two planes intersecting each other at small angle theta and consisting of some transparent medium of refractive index mu. This is our wedge shape thin film. Reflected light, so interference always require coherent sources. In thin film interference, coherent sources can be produced either by the phenomena of reflection or by the phenomena of transmission. We are studying here interference in thin film, wedge shape film by reflected light. Means, see the wedge shape film, at the point of contact the thickness of the film is 0 and thickness of the film increasing as we move from one end to the another end. When light from a monochromatic source incident at an angle I, light means light of wavelength lambda from monochromatic source as ray AB. From the upper surface of the film, a part of light will reflect, means BR1 is the reflected beam from the point B. Rest of the light will transmit or refract. BC is our transmitted or refracted ray. From the lower junction, BC again reflected as CD. BC from the point C is again reflected as CD, and from D it will be emerges out as DR2. Means it is very clear that BR1 and DR2, these two rays are produced from the same ray AB. When two sources are derived from one, they are called coherent sources. So, we have two coherent sources. Thickness of the film is very small. So, the path difference, when thickness of the film is very small, these two rays will be very close to each other and these two rays will superimpose to give the interference pattern. This interference pattern means dark and bright bands will depend upon the path difference or phase difference of the interfering ray. In order to determine the path difference, always draw normal from the second ray, that is from point D on first ray, that is BR1. So, DM is the normal. After DM, the path of the two interfering ray will be equal. Also draw normal from point D on BC at N. Draw normal from point D on BC as N. So, path difference in reflected light case will become BC plus CD, that is the extra path travelled by ray DR2 in film. So, mu BC plus CD minus BM in air. The path difference is BC plus CD, that is mu minus BM. Due to the normal, BC is divided into two parts, that is Bn plus Nc. So, our path difference will become mu Bn plus Nc plus Cd minus Bm. See this figure. This angle of incidence is I. So, this angle will be I. This is 90 degree. This angle will be 90 minus I. So, this will be I, because total sum of this angle must be 180. So, this will be I. In this triangle, see, this is angle of refraction R, rest of the angle is 90 minus R, this is 90. So, this angle will be R. we have to write sin I in triangle BMD and sin R in triangle BDN. So, I have proved that angle BDN is I and angle BDN is R. Angle BDM is I and angle BDN is equal R. From right angle triangle BDN and BDM, write sin I will be equal to Bm upon Bd and sin R is equal to Bn upon Bd. Again we go to the figure. Sin I Bm upon Bd and sin R will be Bn upon Bd. As we know that from Snell's law, mu is equal to sin I over sin R. So, mu will be putting the values of sin I and sin R from above these equation. Sin I means Bm upon Bd, sin R means Bn upon Bd. So, Bd will cancel out, mu is equal to Bm upon Bn or Bm is equal to mu Bn. When we substitute this value Bm as mu Bn in the equation of the path difference, what will happen? Mu Bn and mu Bn will be cancelled out and path difference will become mu Nc plus Cd. Mu Nc plus Cd. We have to prove that CD and CL are equal. See this figure again. This is angle of wedge theta. When we draw normal on the upper surface and the lower surface, this normal is on the upper surface, this normal is on lower surface. So, this enclosed angle will be theta because this is the angle of wedge. This angle is R. So, this angle will be R plus theta. If we extend this ray, so and extend this one, say it is P. So, this angle CLP will be R plus theta. We are seeing the maxima and minima or interference corresponding to the thickness of the film T. If this is R plus theta, this is R plus theta, these two angles are 90 degree and this ray CP is common. So, in a triangle when two angles are equal, these two angles are equal, these two and one side is common, the triangle is called congruent triangle. Means triangle CDP and angle CLP, these two triangle will be congruent triangle. If these two triangle will be a congruent triangle, side CL will be equal to side CD. That is we have to prove. CD must be equal to CL and this thickness T means dP will be equal to PL. So, this will be 2T. That is why from geometry we write CD is equal to CL. Substituting the value of CD from 4 into 2. Our path difference means path difference will become NC plus CL means NL. So, net path difference will become mu NL. Now, we have to find out the value of NL from right angle triangle NLD. Right cos theta plus R, NL upon DL or NL will be equal to DL cos theta plus R, but DL is 2T. So, NL will be 2T cos R plus theta. Therefore, our path difference will become 2 mu T cos theta plus R. The calculated path difference becomes 2 mu T cos theta plus R. As ray of light, that is BR1 is reflected from a denser medium, and according to stroke treatment we know that when ray of light will reflect from a denser medium, there will be a phase change of pi or path difference of lambda by 2 will be introduced. So, now our path difference will become, as an additional path difference of lambda by 2 will occur according to state treatment. So, net path difference will be 2 mu t cos theta plus r plus lambda by 2. At the point of contact, that is at the edge, t will be 0. So, path difference will be lambda by 2, means edge, that is at the point of contact, film will always be dark. Thereafter, dark and bright fringe we can see. Using this path difference, we can determine the condition of maximum intensity or brightness and minimum intensity or darkness. For maxima, we know that path difference must be equal to n lambda. So, this is path difference, that is 2 mu t cos theta plus r plus lambda by 2 equal to n lambda, or this equation will become as del is equal to 2 mu t cos theta plus r is equal to 2 n minus 1 lambda by 2. This is the condition for maxima in wedge shape film interference by reflected light. Condition for minima will be 2 mu t cos theta plus r plus lambda by 2. This must be equal to odd multiple of lambda by 2, as we know it, path difference must be odd multiple of lambda by 2 for the condition of minima. So, this equal to 2 n plus 1 lambda by 2, lambda by 2 will be cancelled out. So, net path difference, that is 2 mu t cos r is equal to n lambda. This is the condition of minima for wedge shape interference. Up now, nature of interference fringes, how the fringes looks like in a wedge shape thin film interference, shape of the fringe. When wedge shape film is illuminated by parallel beam of monochromatic light, when wedge shape film is illuminated by parallel beam of monochromatic light, then straight line fringes parallel to the edge are obtained. We get straight fringes, parallel to the edge. Path difference equation is 2 mu t cos theta plus r. So, as mu r and theta are constant for a particular incident light. For a particular incident light, angle I will be fixed, so angle r will be fixed. Theta is already fixed as a wedge shape film, mu is already fixed. So, as mu r and theta are constant for a particular incident light, hence particular point of thickness means the path difference will only depend upon the thickness t. The particular point of thickness will appear bright or dark. Particular point of thickness means corresponding to the t point will appear either bright or dark depending upon the condition of maxima or minima. Since locus of all the points, of constant thickness is straight line, therefore, straight line fringes will be observed. Since locus of all the points of constant thickness is straight line, therefore, straight line fringes will be observed in wedge shape thin film interference. Now, next topic is fringe width in wedge shape thin film. What is fringe width? Successive distance between two dark and bright fringe. Separation between two dark or two bright fringe is called fringe width. We have to derive an equation for the fringe width in the wedge shape interference. So, in order to derive an equation for the fringe width, write the condition of minima in wedge shape film. Condition for minima in wedge shape film is path difference equal to 2 n plus 1 lambda by 2. Path difference in the wedge shape film is 2 mu t cos theta plus r plus lambda by. This is the path difference in wedge shape film. For darkness, it must be equal to 2 n plus 1 lambda by 2, or lambda by 2 will be cancelled out. Equation will become 2 mu cos theta plus r is equal to n lambda. 2 mu cos theta plus r is equal to n lambda. Suppose this one is equation 1. Here we have to write this thickness t in terms of the distance x. Distance x means distance of nth dark fringe from the point O, nth dark fringe. Distance of nth dark fringe from the point O. So, if we will go through this equation or figure, if you write tan theta means t upon x, tan theta means t upon x. So, t will be equal to x tan theta, t upon x will be tan theta. So, t will be x tan theta. X is the distance of nth dark fringe from the edge O. So, equation 1, that is 2 mu t cos theta plus r is equal to n lambda will become 2 mu, in spite of t we will write x tan theta cos theta plus r is equal to n lambda, cos theta plus r is equal to n lambda. Similarly, if y is the distance for n plus 1 dark ring, then we may write 2 mu tan theta. Tan theta will be t n upon y, or y tan theta. For thickness t we will write here y tan theta cos theta plus r is equal to n plus 1 lambda, because we are n plus 1 dark ring. Subtracting these two equations, as fringe width means separation between two consecutive bright or dark ring. So, path fringe width omega will be y minus x. When we will subtract, it will become lambda upon 2 mu tan theta cos theta plus r. Y minus x become omega, and it will be equal to lambda upon 2 mu tan theta cos theta plus r. For normal incidence condition, we always know r will be 0. For a small angle of wedge, theta will be 0, cos 0 means 1, and tan theta will be theta for a small angle of wedge. So, our equation will become omega, that is the fringe width, equal to lambda upon 2 mu theta. This is the formula for fringe width. For air film, mu will be 1, then fringe width formula will be lambda upon 2 theta. Now, interference color pattern on the surface of soap bubble. As we have seen, soap bubble appears colored with extended source of light, and color changes rapidly. Why color changes rapidly? Because in soap solution, in bubble the soap solution drains to bottom, in soap solution drains to bottom. If it is drains to bottom, colors become more brilliant because thickness will vary. When the thickness become less than the order of the wavelength, means tending to 0, a black band is formed at the top. So, the interference pattern on the surface of a soap bubble changes continuously. Now, lastly, we have to determine the angle of wedge. Angle of wedge means angle enclosed between the two plane surfaces. This is determined using the travelling microscope. See the picture. O is the point of contact. Suppose two dark rings, two dark fringes at Q and R. Q, the dark fringe, is at a distance x1 and its thickness of the film is T1. R at a distance x2 and the thickness is T2. So, for this Q ring, tan theta will be T1 upon x1. For ring means for dark fringe at R, tan theta will be T2 upon x2. Again go through the equation. Path difference for normal incidence in wedge shape film, the path difference is 2 mu t cos theta plus r plus lambda by 2. Normal incidence small angle of wedge cos 0, it will become 2 mu t, as we are thinking thickness as T1. So, it will become 2 mu T1 is equal to m lambda. Similarly, and T1 in terms of theta, we can write T1 is equal to x1 tan theta or x1 theta. Theta is very small. Putting this value of t, we get 2 mu in spite of T1, we write x1 theta as from the figure is equal to m lambda. This is our second equation. Similarly, if T2 is the thickness of the wedge at R, again for dark ring you may write 2 mu T2, for thickness write T2 cos 0 means 1 is equal to m plus n lambda, where n is the number of dark fringe between Q and R, number of dark fringe between Q and R. In terms of wedge angle, T2 will be x2 theta from the figure, because x2 tan theta for a small angle, it will become theta. Substituting the value of T2 in our equation of path difference, that is 2 mu x2 theta is equal to m plus n lambda. Subtracting these two equations, we get 2 mu x2 minus x1 theta. Our requirement is theta. So, theta will become n lambda upon 2 mu x2 minus x1. For air film, mu is 1. So, theta will be n lambda x2 minus x1. By measuring x2 and x1 from travelling microscope, number of ranges between QR as counted, the angle of wedge can be determined. So, just knowing the values of n, x2 and x1, we can determine the value of angle of wedge or theta. Thank you.